All right, we heard Stone Cold Steve Austin outside. He's been making his way around all the way to the back of the house.
Good guys versus bad guys.
Pillman's got this pistol out, and I don't know what the hell is going on here. This is ridiculous. What? Wait a minute! What the hell?
Oh, I bet you Vince loved that. God damn it, get off those sides. Jesus Christ. It's third grade shit. Who's running that camera? God damn it.
Wait a minute! Stone Cold! It's beer! Stone Cold with a beer man!
Sorry, I can just hear it though.
Get out of there! Steve, don't go in there! Don't go in there!
Ladies, I hope that was a reminder that not only on a day like today, yes, it is 3/16 day.
Is that why I was doing this?
I believe that is.
Okay.
You have your choice. You've got the model. He's a model in looks. He's a model when it comes to his community, his family, everything he represents. A lot of the things that Stone Cold also had. But if you want the dick, the jerk, the bad boy of broadcasting, well, ladies, welcome to your yin and yang on the canvas. It's modeling, Mandik. Hell yeah, it is Rewind Wrestling time, our favorite time on Tuesday. Personally, I love to escape with you, Rocco. How the hell are you?
I'm doing all right, Mr. Mandik. I'm sorry I Bruce Pritchard you last week, but we're back. We're better than ever. Where the hell did I hear that before? We're back. I'm back and better than ever.
I'm back.
Oh, did that really?
Better than ever. Listen, his NWO ones, Bite Me, were just fantastic. And I love singing Eric's praises. Dude, how good was Greed? Did you listen to it?
I have not. I've been so behind. There's been so many things going on.
I know. You got a lot going on in life. When you get to it, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, let me.
I
just gotta check this text. Hold on. It's from Summer Rae. Hold on.
I hate you.
Am I free Saturday? Yes, I am free Saturday.
Okay, can we just put the we know what the cameo shows. Okay, if I have to play it one more time, I will find it. You may have to resend it to me. We'll figure it out. But all I heard was my name in there. On that note, on that
product placement.
Oh, good. Now, okay. Real quick, let's get into this. They do sell that here. I know they sell it out east. Everybody talks about it at Wegmans or whatever. I don't know what Wegmans is.
It's actually Sue Leonard's that they have it here. But,
okay. Yeah. It's fantastic. I think out of all, like, I'm a big West Coast piney, floral, hoppy IPA. Not a snob. I'm not that, like, oh, do you have like a rye saison, like something? I'm not that guy. But believe me, I'm not beer snob guy. I am look it up guy at the bar. A couple cocktails and me look it up. check it on Google. You got a phone right there, brother. You know, that is me, which that can get annoying. You lose the ladies that way. But, dude, that brew is legit, and I'm not just shilling. Like, I like that is a fantastic, like, well-balanced, and El Segundo does a lot of other good. In Los Angeles, California, drop you on your stack of dimes, you call a neck. What?
Welcome to the Broken Skull Ranch. What?
Broken Skull Ranch. Doing stuff for what? I got to interview Bailey, then Sasha Banks. I swear, either my Stone Cold is turning into some bastardized version of somebody else, and I really can't tell who it is. But you know what? It doesn't matter.
Well, you know.
You know. The Pabst Blue Ribbon, if anybody wants to go check out something fun, little ad-free shows, little kind of venture into the woods if you want to, go check out the Sad News Bears Twitter account. And Pabst Blue Ribbon got involved with it. I did as well, and they enjoyed the Jerry Jarrett tweet that went into it. But the fact that Pabst Blue Ribbon responded to Sad News Bears of, well, you know, just from their official Twitter account, I absolutely loved it. Speaking of which, make sure, Rocco, that we have the correct Twitter account, because it's spicy, it's hot. It comes across. It's got sophistication.
Nice. Aha.
That's your new Twitter handle. That is Rocco the Model.
We'll get that out there for you.
So you can follow, right? Well, you follow me in the corner. It's at Carl X Mandik. Rocco the Model. I'm not repeating what Summer Rae said. Instead, we are hopping in to what you're here for. And what you're here for is Rewind Wrestling Time. By the way, our intro, one of my favorites. Personally, I felt like it was our Smoking Skull belt. Like, we're not big. I have no idea what fell.
Drop in shit already.
I know I need a transition for that. We do have a new transition. Did you watch it yet?
Oh, yes.
Did you really?
Yes. I pre-screened this stuff.
Well, let's get into Rewind Wrestling Time. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Where's my head? What the hell's going on here? Do you have the VHS? Oh, thank you. Can you pop it in? Because that hey yo,
Hey!
that would have ran for all of like literally 3 seconds. Because I don't have a VCR attached to my laptop.
You know, Buddy's screwing around with the poodle way too much. He's got to deliver the stuff more on time.
His deadlines. Listen, as soon as he took that journalism class,
we interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
No.
All right.
So I'm sorry. Is it in?
Yeah.
Man, we're really we are
Is that
really.
Is that what you say to all the ladies?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, ladies, I'm a hermit. I live in a dungeon in Scottsdale and wear cardigans and polos.
Goddamn, pal, we've gotten lowbrow.
It's gotten low, but it's about to get lower. You know why? Because we're going to spring break, baby. And
spring break?
One of us, I'm telling you right now, it's not coming back with an ear. And I'm not talking about being like, oh my gosh, that music was so loud I can't hear.
Spring Breakout 1998, sponsored by Burst Gum from Panama City, Florida. Bite the burst with Burst Gum.
You have to watch and maybe put it on slow-mo, but I actually did rip his ear out. And I felt back, and whoa, that bad boy's gone.
Tyler Black up top! And knocks Wake down! Nigel says that's it. Hooks the leg!
In 7 different languages. As we come to you live from the largest nightclub in the United States, Club La Villa.
Hey, watch your mouth.
I gotta cut it off there. I can't watch Nia Jax anymore saying about her hole.
Her hole was hurt. Pritchard. My hole. This was Pritchard, my ear. Well, it wasn't even Pritchard. If we go back to 316, oh, hell yeah. How did I not create a sound effect? Son of a... Anyways, 1994, 316. It's Vader. It's Cactus Jack. They're over in Germany. And, oh, boy. Things don't go well. As you saw in the clip leading up there, Mick Foley lost a freaking ear. Okay, so there's a couple things that affect our equilibrium. Like if you lost your big toe, for example, Rocco, you would have a tough time with your equilibrium sense of balance. Same thing with an ear.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have all sorts of problems. I want everybody to key in on one thing of what I just said. 1994. He's still several years away from Hell in a Cell, or the street fight with Triple H, or anything with Edge. So while he's getting his ear ripped off, mind you, the other guy in the ring, Vader's already had his eye poked out of his head in Japan by Stan Hansen, who may or may not have been blind. Depends on who you want to believe on that one. But, like, I showed that to my stepdad, who's an eye surgeon. He goes, yeah, he should be blind. He should have lost his eye. You should, I mean, that's he's very lucky. He can even, rest in peace, Leon, when he was able to be there. Dude lost an ear, Rocco. I mean, like, I can't think of anything. All right. Here we go. This is a question. Is Maria watching?
No.
Excellent.
Maybe she is, but it's fine.
Well, no, hall pass. But you got to give up one of your pinkies or an ear, but the ear gets you a hall pass for a week. The pinky only gets you it for the weekend. Any WWE, AEW, WCW, Valet, Diva, whatever you want to call them.
Well, goddamn, pal.
Do you do it? So you got two
No.
options. You can do for a week hall pass and you lose an ear, or a weekend and you lose a pinky. It could be on your non-dominant hand.
No.
Oh my God, my pinky
No.
is so good.
I would. You know what? I got Maria. That's fine.
All right, political stock answer. No, I'm just joking. No, you're very. No, she's absolutely gorgeous.
Gee, hold on to Maria and keep fucking.
No,
limbs?
I'm saying you get a. What I'm saying is with the circumstance I'm preventing, or the circumstance I'm presenting, is there is no harm, no foul in this one. Is what
but I still
there's no guilt on your kind. Afterwards, you get the Men in Black like eye eraser deal. Didn't happen. Maria gets it too. So like you don't. So it's so
okay.
But you're coming out of there You're coming out of there with either no pinky or no ear.
Okay. That's tough.
Lose a pinky, brother.
No, that's tough, brother. You know why? Listen, we're audio. We talk. Yeah, this, that, and whatever. But I play guitar. That's really freaking hard to do.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. No, I think that's a credible answer. I think that yes, I will go with that. I think that is holding Maddie
So,
for me.
But I'm admiring the Carmella picture behind you. So.
Yeah, I need to get yours and Frank Bruno's like literally in the mail because they're sitting around. They're literally sitting. Yeah. It's an awesome picture. By the way, I think that's one of the coolest pictures. Or just her eating pizza. Weird.
Well, you could drop it in the mail, but there's something else that dropped in on March 16th, 1998, actually. Let's talk about that. Nice little segue, right? But before we go to that, it is March. We are in the season of so many things. March Madness. We're on our way to WrestleMania season. Well, it is kind of WrestleMania season, let's be real. Oh, spring is about to be right around the corner. But there's something more. Something that the model and the Mandik really love about this time of year.
Oh, yeah.
Spring break!
Woo! Woo! Okay. All right, let's be honest. We're both 21 at the same time, and we're at Club La Vela. Am I saying that correctly?
Club La Vela, yep.
La Vela?
Yeah, La Vela. Tomato.
La Vela, I believe it is. I always say it wrong. I have a problem with that one. I always had a problem with that and piano. I always said piano growing up. I don't know why. Anyways, outdoors at this club, it looks just amazing. It's also, I believe, and I could be wrong without doing research, is this the Scott Hall Cannonball episode or the Kevin Nash Cannonball episode where they jump into the pool? Because the club was surrounded by a pool. The ring itself was surrounded by a pool. I wish, please, if you do anything, go and look up this Nitro from 316. Hey, Rocco, have you watched it? It's complete debauchery.
So, let me give you...
The opening is just all college kids in debauchery. Like, I want to be like, everybody, just use protection. Whatever you do, that's all I want to say.
Buddy, where's the keys to the DeLorean, buddy?
Yeah.
So, let me just give you a quick rundown of this.
Oh my God!
What did I say? What did I say? Kids use protection. Did I come across as a grandpa?
Okay.
Wait, what was it? Did I stoke the flames too much?
Always wear condoms, kids. Remember.
Yeah. Instead of being sponsored by gum, how about Trojan? I mean, Lord in heaven, they're like, we've got every college campus here in Daytona Beach, from FSU to Florida to you name it, up and down the coast. And I'm like, man, that could have been dicey. That could have been real dicey for a young Carl Mandik back in the day. Yeah, I'm just saying for myself that between. I mean, nature's natural aphrodisiac is pro wrestling. Plus, you got hot women and a pool, dude. I mean, I'm arrested or I'm in bed with somebody, some girl way out of my league. One of two things are happening, or both. Probably both. Actually, I'm going to say probably both.
Is her name Leah Vandell?
Okay, listen, I don't know if her name is. Maddie from MCPL, then yes.
Anyways, I want to run through this because I thought this is hysterical reading it. This is from uprocks.com.
Okay.
This is the best and worst of WCW Monday Nitro, for March 16th, 1998. So we welcome back to Panama City Beach, Florida, and spacious Club La Vila, the largest nightclub in the USA, for another edition of Spring Break Nitro. Spring Break Nitros are always fun, but keep in mind that nothing will ever top the absurdity of the inaugural 1997 edition. So on and so forth. Damn, you got to look at Rachel Green, Miss Nitro, 1998.
Oh my God! You know what? I didn't even ask when I had Che on and just texting with Spice and Fire. I have not asked about Miss Nitro and how that impacted.
It gets better. Wait, it gets better. It gets better. No, wait. You got to hear this.
Okay.
This year's Miss Nitro, 1998, doesn't have any lengthy police reports written about her on the internet, which is good. So apparently the worst she gets is Disco Inferno trying to dry hump her while they still chewing gum on the green for Nitro. We also don't get anything from Roddy Piper, spoiler alert. He returns next week, and 3 people go into the pool this year. All people of note. The first person to take a dunk in white is White Thunder, who shows how important his character is on WCW's creative pecking order.
What the hell, White Thunder? Wait, is this like some is this some like Saba Simba that they did to like Prince Iakea or something like that? Or who the hell is? Who is that?
I'm looking this up actually because
Please don't be like something that like is terrible.
it's Scott Steiner.
Oh God.
Just as bad, just worse than terrible.
Not good.
So he takes a dunk into the pool. So that's one bad thing from Nitro. He comes out in a weird, silly looking 70s looking hat. He still wins the match. His biceps are at an astounding 27 inches. Somewhere in the back, Hogan watched this segment, wrote next year, Steiner goes into the pool twice and slid it to the... Oh, Christ. Later in...
Do you think Zahorian was watching this from jail? Be like, I bet you I get those puppies up to 29.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Later...
How big are these?
Later in the night, a clearly drunk Kevin Nash and Scott Hall show up in Hawaiian shirts to insult the Giant a little and tell everyone at spring break to be nice to the fat girls because they need a little loving too. Hall looks like he could anamorph into a 6'7" bottle. Oh my God! Bottle of Tito's.
They are freaking toast. Okay, the only reason I ask because the 97-98 one I didn't want to confuse. But when we had Che on, I was going through some of the things. You know, we had like a pre-talk, and she goes, you know, a lot of things that we really enjoyed. We bonded over genuinely. We're doing the spring break trips, or doing the Nitro watch parties from a college campus, a frat house, fraternity house. Sorry, James Alcarai. We're both in fraternities. I'll just call it fraternity. I just call it frat. But no, but she said go and watch that one, and I'm like, they are legitimately like, honestly, it's almost to going back to Bischoff, Victory Road 2011 is if that's what I'm thinking of a Hardy, where he shows up intoxicated. Like they are up. Drunk. I mean, like drinking all day drunk. Like, can't believe they let him on the air drunk. Yeah, that was my impression when I saw that. That's the only clip I've seen from this, other than editing the open, which should have been for condoms and not gum. Just saying. Protect yourself, kids.
Protect yourselves. So, as going back to this, let's see. Okay, well, if I was, in my next life, I want to come back as Scott Hall and Kevin Nash in that moment. Let's be real; they were feeling nothing.
Okay, which one are you? Do you have to be? Because I'm fine with being Hall, because I know your mom loves Nash from Magic Mike.
Mm-hmm.
So my Hall.
Yeah, you're probably Hall.
I'm probably Hall.
Actually, maybe Nash. Who knows?
No, I don't know. Even though I'm taller, I still think I'm Hall.
Tomato, tomato.
I'll take it. I'll take the Razor run. I'll take the AWA run. I would. You get to be Oz. That's it. That's your call, but then not mine. No, it was Jim Hurt.
So let's get right back onto point here. Worst. There's a lot bad here. Yes, there's wrestling on the show, and yes, Spring Break hates it. The Attitude Era is in full swing now, and with more and more people watching wrestling, you've got more and more people who think wrestling is the worst part of wrestling. You imagine that. Best. This guy's like my favorite Nitro Girls dance move. I'm gonna actually share this with you. Cause this is
I'm taken aback. Actually, I'm
gonna share this with every one of you. To be honest with you,
speechless at this. It's a very inside look at. Okay. So I saw Spice.
Hold on.
That was like everybody's favorite. Honestly, I hate picking favorites. I'm picking Che.
That's this person's favorite Nitro Girls dance move. So
I'm all about Che in that one. Yeah.
Best.
Lord.
Favorite wrestler Eddie Guerrero, Chavo Guerrero Jr.'s Eddie Guerrero T-shirt. Fit Finley becomes himself.
That's a nice jacket that he borrowed from Tony Storm. It's terrible.
So we go.
Raven?
Yep. Scotty Riggs, Raven.
Right. Is the flock breaking up? Probably.
Yeah.
Raven's Even Flow DDT, still my favorite. I'm definitely going to play some WCW NWO World War or Revenge.
The Yeti goes to Spring Break.
Yeti!
Oh, Buff Bagwell is stupid in the good way.
How much can we get him for the weekend for Cowboys for Angels?
All I know is it's just too much.
Oh, that's good. There's Goldberg
versus Lodi.
Oh boy.
About what you'd expect.
And that GIF pretty much sums it up.
Chris Jericho learns his 1,005th hole.
Arm bar.
Did I say hole? I meant hold.
Listen, you cut off Nia. She seriously damaged her hole. And we don't know what. It could be her eardrum, nasal cavity.
But this is the best part of this Nitro, in my opinion. WCW's helicopter parent. The main event of the show, perhaps the biggest main event in the history of our sport. It's supposed to be a tag team match between NWO Bros, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and the Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah!
Read the boots. First name Macho, last name Man.
Mm-hmm. And WCW's Goofus, and also Goofus. Oh my god, why are they calling them Goofuses? Sting and Lex Luger. Macho Man is still saying he hates Hogan, but he hates Sting more. Because everybody hates Sting more. I don't see how that's possible. How can you even hate Sting? You cannot hate Sting. I'm sorry. Hogan seems confident that Sting can't get the jump on them tonight because they're in an outdoor arena bar. And there are no rafters for him to hook up his bungee jumping equipment. What he's failed to notice throughout the show is that the helicopter is circling the bar for aerial shots has a gigantic scorpion decal on the side. It turns out the passenger of that copter is the man they call It's Sting! That's the worst Shivani. And he makes one of the coolest wrestling entrances ever. After 3 straight months of looking like wrestling's lamest and most... Oh my god, that's brutal. Still, though, How cool is this? How badly do you want the Shield to make this exact entrance the next time they are in an outdoor? Wow, this was written back in 2018.
Well, no, I think the important thing to really go back in contextual history, let's be serious for a second, is that Eric and other forward-thinking minds within WCW took chances on locations because let's face it, Raw was like in White Plains, Nassau. It was like in the same Hammerstein. It was like in the same frickin' places. It felt like. As where Nitro was exploring the South, where you've got these, one of the first signs you see when you watch this Nitro is Clemson loves Clemson, as in like Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, Mike Williams, like that Clemson.
But you need to hear this.
But I'm just saying, in general, they did an amazing job of actually pulling that off at the time. I'm not sure if people realize how difficult that was.
So, now to finish this off, the match is nowhere near as good as that entrance, though, because it's an NWO-related match in the final hour of a WCW show. Guaranteeing it is a disqualification finish. Oh, it's the Disciple again. We just wasted another paycheck. Still tricking people into thinking he isn't Brutus Beefcake by wrestling as Biker Santa. And the finish of all finishes is enough to make the WCW Executive Committee realize they need to bring in a special consultant to get things under control. And they've got just the guy to handle it already on speed dial. And the funny part is...
Rocco, please tell me there was something going on the other channel. I cannot take any Brother Brudeye or Dizzy Hogan or the big booty man, whatever his name is. Please tell me there was something else happening on Raw on the same night.
Guess what?
Gee, let me think. Sure.
And on the other channel, on the USA Network, we have the WWF Raw is War live. Well, no, it's actually a taping. Phoenix, Arizona.
Hey, what up? PHX in the house. Probably at the... so they would have been at the Southwest Airlines Arena.
Back then, it would have been the Southwest Airlines Arena.
Now it is the Talking Stick Resort Arena, which is nowhere near Talking Stick Resort, by the way, if you're coming to visit.
Yeah, it's the American West Arena. There you go.
Oh, I'm sorry, American West. Yes, I'm sorry. Sorry, American West. It's where the Bulls, Paxton hit the three, Bulls win in Game 6, greatest championship ever, whatever.
So, the March 16th, 1998 edition of Raw's War Raw took place, as we just said. The Nielsen TV rating was not available for this episode as it was shown on a Saturday rather than the regular spot on the USA Network. Nitro did a 5.1 rating. Do you believe that crap? Yes, what I just read.
5.1?
Yep. That shit show that I just read to you outperformed anything that's on TV right now.
A 5.1.
Yes.
Let that sink in for just a second of things that get 5.1s nowadays. Listen, coming from a TV background, and that is going to be in our bonus content, we do have the Carl Mann No Dick Files March Madness edition. If you went to Hi Buddy the Dog on Twitter, that's HIBUDDY THEDOG. Hi Buddy the Dog. So he had a small snippet of it, but they're on sale. So what? I feel like, Rocco, we've done this trend now where we've been like, oh yeah, they had a lot of Raw Saturdays.
Yeah.
Because this is not our first. In fact, I think this is our third time that we brought this up in separate months.
And it's this year, yeah, and it's that same particular year. I feel like this is where we started to see where USA was starting to really kind of give the WWF a hard time. I think this led to when the contract came up for negotiation and the contract was up that they went with Viacom.
Okay.
Because remember that didn't happen until 2000, but you could see where the cracks were starting to form here.
Okay.
So we have Ken Shamrock defeating D'Lo Brown, Jeff Jarrett with Tennessee Lee defeating Tom Brandy, the Headbangers, Masha Thrasher defeating the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson with James E. Cornette, Chainsaw Charlie defeating Billy Gunn.
Came out of a box.
Luna defeating
Charlie came out of a box.
Luna against Sable in a no contest. We have one of the bigger moments was Triple H defeating Owen Hart to win the WWF European Championship. And our dark match was Stone Cold Steve Austin defeating Triple H. Now,
Hey, kid, I'll put you on top.
So, now.
Put you over. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Now, Carl, I think we have a whole bunch of stuff going on 316. We went through that.
Wait a minute. 316.
Was there any Spotfest stuff going on?
Wait a minute. No, it was not Spotfest. It is revering the fighting spirit. Nigel McGuinness, Seth Rollins, the headliners in this one, a.k.a. Tyler Black. If you go back, one of the more underrated documentaries on the WWE Network is the Nigel McGuinness story. You're going to judge it by the cover and say, nope, this looks boring. I have other things to do. I guarantee you it is worth the watch. We do head, though, to Ring of Honor, something that, Rocco, I'm going to give you 1,000% of the credit on this one. Digging up a gem. I apologize in the intro for the overmodulation. It was hard as hell to find Ring of Honor Take No Prisoners 31608. A quick rundown of said card of Take No Prisoners 08. It's a who's who of talent. So here we go. Take No Prisoners 08, Ring of Honor, taking place from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, from the Pennsylvania National Guard Armory. Your results in this one: Davey Richards defeated Dango. Sarah Del Rey, a coach, and I believe married to Cesaro, from what I know. Let me double check that. Thought she was. Maybe not. Anyways, Sarah Del Rey defeated Kylie Pierce. Tyler Black with a win over Delirious and Claudio Castagnoli. Do you know who Claudio Castagnoli is?
I believe that is Cesaro.
It is. The Vulture Squad, Ruckus and Jigsaw defeating the Hangman 3. That's Adam Pearce, BJ Whitmer. You just saw Adam Pearce on SmackDown not too long ago. Kevin Steen, a.k.a. Owens, over Roderick Strong. The Briscoe brothers, if you've never seen them in person, I highly recommend it. The Age of the Fall, Joey Matthews and Necro Butcher. Bushwhacker Luke defeating Shane. I have no idea what your name is. If you don't have a Wikipedia, then I'm not going to pronounce it. Pretty much everything else. And then your main event, well, okay, and I'll go, I'm going to go with this one. No Remorse Corpse, Davey Richards and Rocky Romero. Great guy, Rocky, one of the people I've been fortunate enough to work with, just continues to do a fantastic job and did a fantastic job doing the English commentary for New Japan World and Wrestle Kingdom 15. They would go on to defeat, again, the Vulture Squad of Ruckus and Jigsaw. How many guys are wrestling twice on this? Brian Danielson, Yes. 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 You may know him. Defeating Austin Aries. And that guy took his ball and went home. And then in 21-24, it's Nigel McGuinness, current champion of ROH, over Tyler Black, a.k.a. Seth Rollins, in a match that you can find on the interwebs, and I highly recommend it. Nigel McGuinness, of course, on NXT commentary for a while. He is not on there at the moment, from what I believe. I don't think he is. You hurt my feelings.
Was I sleeping?
It that felt like the daggers of the sun.
He's
coming
a
down
heel. Chainsaw Charlie came out of a box. He gave us a match. He gave Mandik a moment. He gave the model a freaking match. It's Tuesday. Fuck.
Something's gonna explode!
Do you know where Austin is?
King is focused. He's determined to win back the championship this Sunday night.
Oh, okay. That's a very good. That's real good.
All right, so we're going to kick it off. We've got double, not one, but two moments, matches, and maybe even movements in wrestling history that change the course of how we watch, why we watch, and what we watch. And we'll start with this. WCW Nitro and WCW Thunder are both canceled by the Turner Networks on this day. And it would be 3/16/2000.
And 1.
Add a 1 on there. The call was the first major programming decision at the time by recently installed Turner Broadcasting CEO Jamie Kellner, who previously, you know what? I'm not even going to read the rest of this. I can't. I want to, but I can't. You know why?
Why?
I'm going to hit this again.
Because this is all about 316 Day. Oh, hell yeah.
Something's gonna explode!
All right, drop me a little knowledge, son. Welcome to Broken Skull Ranch. Stone Cold Steve Austin alongside the model. Good to have you. We had Bailey. We had Sasha Banks. We've had Big Show. We've had Ric Flair. We've had several big superstars come through here, but nobody like yourself. What do you got for me on 316 Day? What?
Well, goddamn, pal. Put it away. Well,
take my ball and go home?
Stone Cold was the best thing to ever happen to the WWF.
False.
He made me a lot of money. So, in all honesty, a year ago today, we celebrated the first 316 Day in the WWE. And this happened to be the first Monday Night Raw to an empty performance center. They had just started that on Friday's SmackDown. It seems like years ago, but it was only a year ago. You know, the whole little thing with Stone Cold and Becky Lynch having Broken Skull IPAs and dumping Byron Saxton on his head. But
you make it sound like Byron Saxton got like the Owen Hart pile driver from Austin. Yeah, they had some brews, and Byron Saxton got almost killed.
Did he not deserve it though? I mean,
I get it. They always have. I will say this much once again. I gained a whole new perspective for Byron Saxton after that FCW documentary. That's all I'm gonna say.
So now we have that. That was brand new, but we were thinking, Carl and I, that we talk more moments of Stone Cold. It's gonna be 25 years of Austin 3:16 says I just whipped your ass. And this is a Stone Cold based show, so we could say ass, we could curse, we could say hell yeah, we could go hell yeah. What? So Carl, what are some of your favorite Stone Cold moments?
So I go
What?
to the one, I go to the
What?
one.
What?
It's the one.
What?
If I may lobby, my sir.
What?
My client.
You're telling Stone Cold you have a favorite few moments? What?
Spit them out, son.
Spit them out. Stop flapping your gums. Split them out. Okay, good.
That was almost Tracy Morgan.
No, straight up get you pregnant. Hey, come up here to the lottie dottie in the yellow. Let me see one titty.
No, my favorite, but we each picked one. Mine was laced in there, as was yours in the intro and into the intro for, of course, Rewind Wrestling Time. A moment that will be talked about and will be highlighted in season 3 of Dark Side of the Ring, and it's not why I picked it. It's a moment because it's something that we had never seen nor witnessed, and they weren't playing off any real life situations, much like OJ and you could say with Goldust and Rowdy Piper back at WrestleMania. See, what the Pillman and Austin home invasion represented was step 1, 1.5 in the Attitude Era. Here's a guy hurt with a gun, and he's got henchmen, okay? And if I told you the story, not wrestling, there's a guy with a gun, he's a loose cannon. He's a crazy person, and his wife's by his side, and he's inside his house. Well, there's this other guy, he's really angry at him. Well, the guy with a gun, he has henchmen. One of them gets drowned in a kiddie pool. Let me try that one more time. One of them gets drowned in a kiddie pool. That's a thing. It actually happened. No, the Kevin Kelly, I believe, does a fantastic job. Another guy that's on New Japan World alongside Rocky Romero as just a fantastic person to put a soundtrack to any type of pro wrestling, but especially explaining the Japanese style and doing 2 days of Wrestle Kingdom 15.
Just that whole setting, the delivery was perfect.
It was, but I mean, you have to think about this. Here's what with our age difference, you have to understand and I'm not trying to be Papa Mandik here on this one. But I'll wrap it up quickly. Columbine wasn't that far away. Gun violence and all of that. You look back at it, and it actually sits well. It doesn't come across as controversial as I thought it might, but it is tension filled. It's like went to black. Oh, there were some explosions, not gunshot. I heard some explosion. But and yes, they would replicate this down the line with Triple H and Randy Orton and these home invasions. When you go into somebody's home, you've left the ring, you've left the arena, you've left the realm of what we think is pro wrestling, and now it's like, oh, this is real. Much like, and I'll argue this one, much like Rey Mysterio being lawn darted into the trailer, right? The nearby neighborhood then calling 911. They thought it was a real gang fight. I mean, they did not think that was a scripted. 911 call. When you blur the lines, and Austin, and I know I'm kind of digging deep on this Pillman one,
but I think it is a quintessential moment and a rivalry that could have gone on for a lot longer had it not been for Brian's sad passing. So I'll go to you, my friend.
So mine is something that is the most synonymous with Steve Austin.
Do you think so?
I think so. I mean, our listeners and our watchers and our viewers could tell me if I'm wrong, but I think the beer truck because he drove the Zamboni down a few months before. He did a few things to the ring, but a friggin' beer truck, a legitimate beer truck, hosing down not only Vince, Shane, and Rock, pretty much, they were drenched, but you knew that hose was going into the crowd. That hose was hitting King and Michael Cole. That stuff was hitting everybody. The setup for that was perfect.
Do we have it confirmed that it was actual beer?
Well, the first round was beer, and then it turned into water.
Round.
Then it turned into
water. Okay, gotcha.
And then if you look closely on the video, you'll see, and I found this out from watching so many Steve Austin documentaries in the past. I think it was because Stone Cold, whatever, one of the VHSs back then.
But my VHS, good, thanks.
And then, but he at one point the camera goes away and he starts sipping the hose, but another camera catches him, but it never makes air. But I thought that setup was the best because the way Vince, Shane, Rock, how they sold that beer bag.
Oh my gosh.
And that also leads you to the fact that without that Mr. McMahon character, and without that Steve Austin character, that Stone Cold character, would we have really had an Attitude Era?
This is such good shit.
That might be the best question ever asked on my Chat Pack Live. Would there have been?
You know what's funny though?
You could spin that so many ways. That could be a round. See, that's a round table. Assuming heaven exists, JR, like a couple others that I'd be like, I just want to talk to you about that one question. Would the Attitude Era actually have taken place? It's something to think about and sound off on social media. But Rocco, we owe the pack little bonus content. It's March. Things are getting somewhat back to normal. Hoops. Remember last year they were pulling teams off the court mid-game. So let's go to some bonus content. What do you think?
Yeah, when we're done with this, I have a special sign-off for you and everyone else.
Suck me sideways. The deal. You want to pick that perfect bracket, right? Mm-hmm. 1 second. So, picking that perfect bracket is, well, let's see, virtually impossible. That's why Warren Buffett puts up an ass load of cash each year. So, while working in Las Vegas, I had a previous really bad year of
responsibly, I would like to say, gambling on the NCAA tournament, but I lost a lot of games. I'm not saying money. I'm just saying that it's accessible there. So I had a little fun with it the following year and said, you know what? Nope. I'm not filling out a bracket. By the way, I would take Fordham all the way if they were in it. Or Ball State. But they're not. So your bonus content before we get to Rocco's special, I don't know about it, send-off. We head back to 2016, KVVU, Las Vegas, Fox 5 in the morning. No dick files.
Wow. Yummy.
These teams are going to play, and then somebody's going to be like the champion at the end. I want to ask him about Butler in Texas, and you got your mouth guard in too. So
I like Ohio State.
Oh, you like Ohio State? Okay, Ohio State it is. Let's get them going. Give me any of these teams. Who do you guys like?
UCLA.
UCLA. All right, UCLA. Oh, so who's going to win? North Carolina or Harvard?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Yeah. Sorry, smart kids. You're out. It's pretty easy, right? It's not that bad.
Yeah.
We'll be able to figure it out.
Louisville.
Louisville. That's what I'm talking about. Good pick. You know what? Go ahead. You could circle them on there. That's all you, man. Indiana. Who's your state? How about Baylor or Georgia State?
Georgia.
Georgia State. Adios, Bears.
All right, a little fun having kids pick that. That was one of the fun stories that you got to do. And basically my way of saying I'm not going to do negative news. Because what comes out of negative news? Negative vibes. So I was always one to try and go and have some fun, do something a little bit different. And luckily those kids were cool. The hardest interviews are old people and kids. Animals can be thrown in there as like 2B because it's like you don't know what they're going to do. Old people don't know what they're going to do. Kids, you don't know. But like they were all cool.
So, question for you.
Yes.
I want you to guess.
Okay.
What do you think my go-to college basketball team is?
St. John's.
It's the most random.
Ooh, okay. I like this game. Is it in your is it east of Illinois? I'm sorry, excuse me. Is it west of Illinois, the state where this college exists?
It is east of Illinois.
It's east of Illinois.
It's actually synonymous with Michael Jordan.
North Carolina, UNC, really?
My other hint would have been it's not too far away from Lauren Yaffe.
Don't tell me.
But yeah, you were right. It is North Carolina.
Georgia Tech, Georgia?
No, I was going to say it's closer to Lauren Yaffe than it is to me.
Well, it is, yeah, that would be, that is a fact. But she is a proud Gamecock from the University of South Carolina, and I would be a fighting Cardinal. We're not the fighting Cardinals. We're just the Cardinals. But we won an effing bowl game this year for the first time ever, baby. Chirp.
But here's funny. My college teams are so spread out. It's not one specific college. Basketball is North Carolina. Football is the Hurricanes.
Wait, no, hockey. Wait. Oh, football. Oh, college football. I didn't know that about it. Wait, The U?
The U, baby.
Oh, man. Throw it up.
And for hockey, actually, Princeton has a pretty good hockey team.
Princeton does.
I've been to a couple of their games.
Princeton, they have very good lax, very good lacrosse. Sorry, that was douchey. They have very good, like, I always like Princeton's colors. Just the uniforms are very neat. I'm big in the uniform design.
And that's such a cool college town, too.
Is it really? Is it Princeton, New Jersey? Is that the name of the actual town?
Yep.
Is it? Do they have like? For anybody that doesn't know, I've only been to one Ivy League school. I had an ex that went to Ithaca, but Cornell is on the other side. Now Cornell is we kind of get at the bottom of the Ivy League. Like Vanderbilt, Stanford, Northwestern are probably more Ivy League than you guys are.
What about Stansbury? We know we are the
walk-off. That is a walk-off.
You know we're the Harvard of the North. We are the Harvard of the West. You okay over there?
I'm fine. Just that's gold. That's dude. That is the most.
She doesn't need Stanford. She's Harvard material.
Oh, I liked that. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, she almost killed herself on speed trying to get there.
That guy James was hysterical.
James is it. James somehow ended up playing Zach's dad at one point.
You believe I'm just catching up on Zach to the Future. I just heard the Rent-A-Pop episode.
Okay, you're getting there.
I'm getting there.
Listen, I would have Maria by your side, and I would get the Kleenex box out and be ready for a couple of. It gets emotional. I get so emotional, baby. Every time. Once again, just as a reminder, this has been Rewind Wrestling Time.
Spring Breakout 1998, sponsored by Burst Gum from Panama City, Florida. Bite the burst with Burst Gum.
You have to watch and maybe put it on slow-mo, but I actually did rip his ear off. And I felt back, and whoa, that bad boy's gone.
Tyler Black up top! And knocks right down! Nigel says that's it! Hooks the leg!
In 7 different languages. As we come to you live from the largest nightclub in the United States, La Villa.
Hey, watch your mouth.
I can't watch that. I just can't see that far. I can't see that part.
I am at Carl X Mandik. He is at.
We have Carl X Mandik.
There's that.
I am at Rocco the Model, and sign us off.
Listen, Wolves are social. They need their pack. We need you guys to keep coming on back. Rewind Wrestling Time has been an awesome adventure back in time. But tomorrow we'll be up late 958 right after AEW and NXT as we get into WrestleMania season, as we build towards other probably Kenny Omega hate conversations. Don't hate on Kenny. That is Rocco. And Rocco, you sign us off, my friend. What do you got? That's all I got. I just hope to see everybody and chat with everybody tomorrow night. Up late 958. Myself, Rocco, and Bruno.
And this has been the Broken Skull Ranch, and Carl and I will catch your ass on down the road. If you see me out there, I'll be riding a Kawasaki. Blah 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 blah. Well, for Carl, I'm Rocco. Cheers, guys. Well, wait, hold on. Cheers on 316 night. We'll catch your ass on down the road. See you next time.